5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. Well, that's 10. 5. Getting my coffee. Sorry, I'm late. I spilled hot coffee all over my hand, so that was a good start. But here we are. We are here. Yay. All right. Welcome. Welcome to my very first writing. We're off to a great start because I've just spilled coffee all over my hand, but we're going to do this. Yay! So I am working on my ghost story novel, which is, but I'm in the middle, and I've been very stuck here. Not stuck, just I'm trying to build the tension and make it interesting without it being you've seen it before, without it being boring, without it being gross, you know. So my characters have just discovered the ghost's den. So in my story, ghosts have like places where they live. And so they've just discovered the main ghost's den, which is a shed amongst the water tanks. So here in Australia, we use a lot of rainwater. Back home in Ontario, that wasn't so normal because water was plentiful near the Great Lakes. But here in Australia, it is not. So there's groundwater, and there is, some dams and that sort of thing, and then there's rainwater, and we are on rainwater. And so in my story, I've put them on rainwater, and I have all these water tanks, and there's this shed which has a downward staircase, which is strange because why would there be a downward staircase? So it's a very strange building. And I don't think I have successfully said that. Don't think I have successfully told my reader that this is a weird building to be in this hospital. So I need to make that clear. So the last thing I wrote was I caught Anna around the wrist and shone the light downward, casting a narrow light down yellow stairs. So we've seen the yellow stairs before. The yellow stairs are a repeating theme, but this is the first time we've seen them, and we resonate that they mean something. So that's interesting. So let's go from there. Let me know in the comments where you found this link. If you found me on Twitter or Instagram or in YouTube Shorts or just in the YouTube feed, and also what you're working on and what you're writing. And if I'm all by myself, that's fine. I'm going to write. But let me know, because, I love my validation and knowing that people actually are out there. It is very quiet. I usually listen to music. So I think I will. I have a playlist. I'll share it in the links below. I can't because that would be copyrighted bad. So let's get my ghost story playlist. And get my headphones. And I'll grab you the link so you can hear it too. These headphones are not great. They're not good at all. They need to go in the bin. My daughter stole my good ones. But I think I have. I do. I have some from when I went to Iceland, from the Air Canada flight to Canada, because on the Iceland flight, these are the Air Canada ones, because the Iceland flight, I borrowed really nice headphones. They didn't give them to me, but they were really nice. Here we go. I've got some music. So I'm writing a ghost story. So this playlist may not suit your story if you're not writing a ghost story, but I am. And I'm trying to write a funny ghost story. So this playlist is a little strange. The song I'm listening to now is Sacred Ground by Isamara, and I first heard it on the Nancy Drew CW show. And it's kind of the inspiration for this. That first season of that CW show was really good, and I don't want to spoil anything, but the main ghost didn't make it into season 2 or 3, and I felt like that was a mistake. I felt like that ghost should have stuck around in the way that Twin Peaks Laura Palmer story sticks around. I felt like that should have stuck around that way. And it inspired me to want to write a story about ghosts. I'm having trouble thinking how to actually do this, how to imply this is strange without saying it's weird that there's stairs going down. I suppose I could, because I'm very tongue-in-cheek in the story, so I could do that, but it feels very prosaic. So one thing I do when I'm stuck like this, so I got my handy notebook here. Turn to a fresh page. Wow. Now the song I'm listening to now is from Killing Eve. It's Unloved. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. I get a lot of inspiration from other people's stories, which you see here on this show. I talk about other things that I watch and what I like and why, because at the end of the day, I love stories, and I'm sure you do too. Okay, so just to come out and say it. Come out and say. So what I'm doing is I'm writing a list of 10 things that could reveal this. And say it. 2. What would happen? They would all stare at it. All stare at it. Jaw dropping. Wide eyes. I do wide eyes a lot. Gasps. I will not be using that one. 6. It's another way I can show that something is strange. Oh, I could have one of them almost just fall because not expecting there to be a hole in the floor. I like that. Could walk right over the hole. Grab that and then grab them. Yeah, I like that. Pull them back. And then I can have them all stare at it. That's it. Okay, I've got 7 things. 3 more. And I'm gonna make myself write the 3 more, even though I'm excited about that way of going, because something else better might come to my head, or that might be the one. But I always try and do this when I don't want to be prosaic in my writing. I forgot to set a timer, so I like to set a timer because if I don't, then I might feel like, so I'm gonna set a timer for 40 minutes. Because if I don't, then I won't stay focused. I actually have someone fall. Running down the stairs after them. And someone stays at the top because the stairs are strange. So I got 5. So right now I have my main character was Scylla, and she is with her team of hospital patients who have a sense of ghosts. So Scylla's superpower, if you will, is that she sees ghosts, she hears them, she knows they exist, she can feel them, and she can smell them. She's aware of them in every single way. I've got Anna, who I've already introduced you to, and Anna can feel them, and that's it. So she knows they're there, but she has nothing tangible to attach it to. And then I've got Kristen, who again, she can smell them. Ghosts stink. And she can smell them and knows they're there, but has nothing tangible. Gunnar can hear them, but Gunnar can't speak. So Gunnar is, I see him as, I don't outright say it, but I see him as having a severe form of Down syndrome. And he says yes and shh, and that's it. And he can't speak. So he can't relay any messages he hears, which doesn't really matter. In hindsight, it would have been cool to write the story from maybe Anna or Kristen's perspective. And maybe I'll think about that for draft 2, but this is my first draft. And I like Scylla as a character, so I'm going to stick with her for now. I'm not going to try and go back and rewrite the whole thing. But maybe on it, maybe even a sequel where they don't have Scylla's superpower. Gunnar would be, I've got this moment where Kristen wants to know what the ghost is saying and is trying to ask Gunnar, but she has to keep it to yes or no questions. So that was a fun kind of scene to do. And it was there was a tension between Kristen and Scylla, because Scylla, Kristen didn't believe Scylla, so she wasn't going to believe what Scylla said, the ghost said. So that was kind of a nice thing to do. That was fun. And then I've got my quote unquote friendly ghost, which is Poe, and Poe's pet goose, which is a ghost goose. I told you it's silly. I did tell you it was silly. And today's writing prompt was, what is the fuel of your story? So this scene, we're going to see what stops ghosts. But ghosts' fuel is fear. So they need fear. So having someone fall down the stairs would probably get Poe really excited, because everybody would be scared, and that would feed her, and she would be really excited about that. So yeah. So Anna's skipping around like an idiot. So she's the one who should fall, maybe? No, because Scylla's got her by the wrist. Anna's feet. Yeah. I'm now listening to I'm a Ghost, or just Ghost by Ingrid Michaelson. I mean, that's a bit on the nose, but I think my second pot of coffee is now ready. The first one, as I said earlier, landed all over my hand, which is why I was late. So I'm very sorry about being late. Oh, and all that lovely lovely coffee grinds have just poured into my coffee. Oh well, we'll have a chewy coffee today. Cheers. That is not going to work. This is Delta Ray that I'm listening to. I think it's called Bottom of the River. Yeah, Bottom of the River. This is a song that my entire family likes. Last night, before dinner, we were all singing it. My 7-year-old, my husband, and myself. We aren't the best singers, but we do love to sing. I'm usually more successful at making coffee than this. Yeah, mostly coffee grinds free. Oh, mostly. I'm using the word edge a lot. I don't usually like to go to my thesaurus, but I'm going to. Okay, that's not helpful at all. Advantage, superiority. No, like an edge, you dumb computer. This is why the thesaurus isn't helpful. What's another word for edge? Just use edge for now. It's something I might mark TK. I've got a video on TK. You can check that out. I can't link it live. I don't know how to do that, but I'll do it later. This is also called Ghost. This is Halsey. Again, bit on the nose, but it's a good song. This is Undone by Nocturna. I know you can't hear it, but the link's there, right? So you can go listen to it yourself if you want. But you know, these musicians deserve to get paid for their music, so I'm not going to play it for you. I do like my character Anna. She's very childlike and she says crazy stuff and a lot of comic relief, but she's also very wise. She knows more than some of my other characters do. Well, definitely more than most because she knows about the ghosts, but she has a confidence that the other characters don't have. And I like that about her. Fear is a big theme. And Scylla and Kristen avoid their fear by being angry. But Anna is joyful. So it's a nice balance to the other characters. And I enjoy that. She's also kind of funny. She makes me laugh anyway. This is Rachel Rose Mitchell, Glow in the Dark. I love Rachel Rose Mitchell. There's a lot of her on this soundtrack, a lot of her on all my playlists. She's just wonderful. I think she's Australian. If you haven't listened to her, give her a listen. She's amazing. She every song she does sounds like the ending track that runs of the credits of a movie. Like it's just so inspiring for writing. If you don't mind listening to songs with words, I know a lot of people don't like songs with words, but I like it. It's part of being dyslexic. It's a little bit like being ADHD. Having something distracting me actually helps me. Keep staring at this one sentence. I don't know what to do next. All right, so just like before, what do I do next? I'm going to change colors. All right, so I could have Kristen is okay. I've fallen downstairs. It's not fun, but you can be okay too. I could have her hurt her leg again. Her leg's already hurt. Kristen struggles with cutting. That's why she's in the hospital. So for her to, maybe it splits her stitches. So it's not too bad because I'm still not at the point where I want things to be really, really, really bad. But it could be like a progressive complication. She's bleeding, so they have to do something about that. Ooh, yeah, and actually that would work really well because they're going to be working with some stuff that could irritate that. So that actually could pay for it. I like that. All right, what else could happen? Anna could spill the stuff that I think she's carrying it. Is she carrying it? Who is carrying the salt and the lemons? I'm gonna salt. All right, so I think Scylla's got it. Scylla's got the salt. I just did not a go search, a find in my Word document to find when last I mentioned it. It's a little trick to make sure that you know where everything is. Yeah, okay, so Scylla has the lemon and the salt from Anna. So Anna can't spell it. Okay, so how is she carrying the pen? And how did she grab Anna? So she's got so let's make sure that works. I caught Anna around the wrist and forced her arm. Her hand downward, shining the light. Okay, so Anna still has the lights. So that means Scylla runs down in the dark. I haven't finished my list, but I'm going to leave it this time because I want to make sure that I have considered all possibilities here. So she's running down the dark. She's not going to Nocturna now. Again, fade. This is also really epic. Not quite as on, Rachel Rose Mitchell is just so good. But I also like Nocturna. Could feel. I forget what Kristen calls Anna. She has a rude name for her. It's been too long since I looked at this. It's been because I've been focusing so much on my YouTube channel, posting live now for the first time, but also posting every day this month. I've really neglected my story, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. It's because I wanted to just actually get back to writing. What does Kristen call her? It's something really, really mean. And I was really quite proud of myself. So she calls Gunnar Sketchers. Photogs. Photogs, because she takes pictures. Wasn't quite as rude as I thought it was. But it's still good. I still like it. So, back where I was. Oh, this one. This is PJ Harvey, The Moth. I love this song. This is 5 for fighting. What if? I don't usually listen to 5 for fighting, but I like the meaning of this song. It's kind of cool. Again, the links there. Listen to these songs along with me and actually get the artists their money. But this is I just one day I'll write a story about it's a very Freaky Friday, but a little more interesting. So I've gone with splitting the stitches, but I don't think I'm going to go with like I've got the salt and the lemon. It needs to fall on her legs. It has to, and that's painful. But I think I'm going to subvert that because Kristen will like the pain, and that actually fits her character a lot. Interesting. I like it. Oh, this is Iran by Hidden Citizens. It's a cover. And it's so haunting. I like it.
So it's about 5 minutes left on the timer. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for joining me. Do let me know in the comments where you found me and if you enjoyed this and how I can improve it next time, other than, showing up on time and not spilling coffee on my hand. Sorry about that again. I got enough cold water on it. Didn't seem to leave a burn, which is good because my hands are my life. Currently listening to Swing Growers via Conme. I'm pretty sure I got this from Killing Eve as well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, 1 minute left on the clock. This is Your Hands by Gray. And I'm going to probably keep writing, but I'm going to end the live stream here. And thank you very much for joining me. And
I hope to do more live streams, and they'll be more successful, i.e. they won't start with me burning myself in the future. Keep writing.